and Manchester United's new manager, or as the club announced him, head coach, is Ruben Amorim. Ruben Amorim joined Sporting in 2020 and led them to their first league title in 19 years. In his 4 seasons at Sporting, he has won 2 league titles and has produced some top players. And at the time of recording this video, Sporting are top of the Portuguese league with 10 wins in 10 games and a goal difference of plus 35. Some fans think that him coming mid-season is not a good thing, and only time will tell. But in my opinion, I think it is better that he is coming now, because in a way that will give him a free pass until the end of the season. In a way, it will be like he will have 7 months to work with his squad under less pressure than what he would have if he started from day one. Since the day it was announced that Amorim is Manchester United's choice, the internet has been full of videos about his tactics, how United will play, what players he might want to bring at the club, and which of the players currently at United will benefit under him. So I don't really think that there is any point in me going too deep into any of these things, because I also don't believe that there is any guarantees about any of them. To be completely honest, I care very little about what formation Ruben Amorim will use, what tactical ideas he will bring. All I really care about is that United play attractive, attacking football and win games. So I will only go through a few very basic tactical points. The formation he consistently used at Sporting was a possession-based 3-4-3, with 3 defenders that covered the width of the pitch, wing-backs that play very wide, a double pivot, and 2 inside forwards almost, not wingers, that play very narrow, close to the main striker. A few things worth pointing out in regards to the roles of each position are A, the 3 defenders have different roles with and without the ball, with the 2 wide defenders responsible of defending the wider areas, kind of like fullbacks, and the middle defender responsible of defending the central area of the defense. And during build-up, the central defender, the defender in the middle of the 3, moves up into the midfield to provide an extra passing option. So the roles and responsibilities of the wide defenders and the middle defender are very different. B, the wingbacks need to have very good engines. They are heavily involved in chance creation. They stay wide, they are ball carriers and crossers. Last season, Sporting's first choice wingbacks provided 13 goals and 9 assists, which is 3 times the number of goal contributions United's fullbacks provided last season. C, the 2 central midfielders are mainly responsible for protecting the defense and recycling possession. If Amorim does the same at United, I predict that the main players for the 2 pivot roles will be Ugarte and Mainu. D, the 2 wide forwards are basically attacking midfielders, number 10s that help in build-up, creation and scoring. And finally, the central forward has to be fast, strong, physical, good at hold-up play and running in the channels. Personally, I strongly believe that Rasmus Højlund is going to benefit a lot from Amorim's structure. Inevitably, the comparisons with the managers before him have already taken place, but there is one big difference with this appointment. For the first time, the job of the people who appointed him depends on him being successful. His success or failure will define the people that brought him to the club. As I said in the beginning of the video, his success with Sporting has been nothing short of remarkable. But it is important to remember that in the Portuguese league, 14 of the 18 teams have a squad value of below 50 million euros. The risk with managers that have only worked in leagues that are not as competitive as the Premier League is that often any deficiencies in their tactics can be hidden by the massive player quality difference. They can get away with things because a lot of their opponents are massively inferior, so they cannot exploit any possible tactical weaknesses. And of course, that is not the case in the Premier League, where if you have weaknesses, they will eventually get found and you will get punished. It was quite obvious that the people in charge of Manchester United now were not fully convinced by Erik ten Hag, and that is why they were speaking to other managers throughout the summer. And in the end, instead of actually giving him a new contract, they just triggered the 1-year option. But now they have a guy that they have chosen. So hopefully, with the necessary amount of time and backing, things will improve. Erik ten Hag was Manchester United's 5th permanent manager since Sir Alex retired. So fans are now understandably worried that the cycle is just going to repeat itself, and in 2 or 3 years we will be exactly here again. And no one can know with certainty what will happen. There is no guarantee that Ruben Amorim will be successful. But United are right to give Amorim a chance. Exactly like they were right to give Erik ten Hag a chance. It didn't work out. It happens and you move on. There are lessons to be learned from all this. And as long as you are learning those lessons, you should not be afraid of taking a risk on the next rising manager. So Ruben Amorim, welcome to the greatest football club in the world.